My first job at Texas Instruments, I was a roving minstrel teaching people how to use these new things called integrated circuits. And they got me out of school, taught me how to do this. I had a truck full of video equipment. I was a truck driver 3 days a week and an educator the other days of the week, teaching people how to use integrated circuits. When I got back off this junket, I discovered that despite my technical background, I was now in the marketing department. And they wanted to teach me some things about marketing. I said, wow, you're a marketer now, Ralph. So I remember the first time this came to pass, that they were teaching me this, I got called into my boss's boss office. Geez, okay, I'm coming. This guy's name was Don Scheringhausen, a brilliant, brilliant guy. And in his office, sitting on his desk, and this was an era where every office had ashtrays. So that'll date me. Remember that? How many of you remember offices with ashtrays? Okay, good. Not all alone here. And on the ashtray was this ad. And he picked it up and handed it to me and started teaching me about what it takes to do profitable, lasting business with another business. And as I looked at the stern customer, and this guy looks like he's right out of the TV show Mad Men, this ad and its headline started talking to me.
I don't know who you are. I don't know your company. I don't know your company's product. I don't know what your company stands for. I don't know your company's customers. I don't know your company's record. I don't know your company's reputation. Now, what was it you wanted to sell me?
Okay. So imagine I was brand new, but 8 sharp lines and that look on that face, which my boss had emblazoned on his ashtray, the famous man in the chair ad from McGraw-Hill, began my first and most important lesson. Building brand awareness and credibility, job one in business-to-business marketing. Because after all, it is much easier to open doors when the potential customer inside knows who you are, knows what you're about, and knows why your alternative might just be a little better than the next guy coming on to knock on his door. Now, of course, the original man in the chair ad was long before things like Twitter, Web 2.0. Couldn't hear myself as I came in here with all the tweets going on. There's click-throughs, bloggers, discussion boards. We're in a new era. And we're all learning new ways to connect with customers and prospects in ways in which they're connecting with one another. And many of those ways are actually way beyond our control. But even as everything seems to have changed in the ways that we engage, inform, and become known to our markets, I believe that the basic message behind the man in the chair ad is just as relevant as it ever was today. So only for today's world, let's think about how we might update the man in the chair.
John, I can't hear you, buddy. You're breaking up. Hold on. I got to get some more bars. Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh, there you go. Yeah, John, I'm looking for him on LinkedIn. I don't see him anywhere. Let me put you on hold. He's on the other line. Yeah, so I got your proposal, but I don't know who you are. Got to put you on hold. Be right back. Yeah, John, you find anything more on these guys? Really? Okay. Later. Yeah, so as I was saying, I got your proposal, but I don't really know your company. I didn't see much about you on Google. Your website is totally thin. I looked for you on LinkedIn. No luck. But someone in my online community seems to think of you as a third-tier player. And I see an ex-employee out there is doing some pretty nasty blogging about your CEO. Now, what was it you wanted to sell me?
So the man in the chair, old and new. And as you see, even as everything seems to be changing right out from under us, we have to stay focused on the fundamentals as we unlearn and relearn here. Being visible to our prospects, being part of whatever more is a new conversation, but it's a conversation nevertheless, winning credibility in word and deed. And today, this takes whole new ways of thinking and new ways of engaging in our markets and conversation and story. as well as unlearning and reframing a lot of the old ways. Now, there's a great conference that Gary and his team have put together with you and for you and with you. And I'd like you to keep the man in the chair, old and new, in mind as you continue to learn, to reframe old thinking, to frame new thinking, to make new friends and engagements happen, and to relearn, discuss, and plan to meet the challenges as well as the opportunities that are emerging in the business-to-business marketplace we all practice in. So thanks for your attention. Thank you very much.